Good morning. Today I will be presenting assignment 1 about the human body and the ways it could be taught to stage 3 students. So the unit is about learning about our bodies and understanding the respiratory, digestive and circulatory systems and how they work together. Today we will cover demonstration of the model, how the model works with the rest of the body systems, outcomes and content, prior classroom experiences, links to KLAs, links to cross-curriculum priorities, and links to general capabilities. Demonstration of the model. So after the unit of work, the question can be given to students that we have just covered a unit of work about the human body's main organs and how they work. You have learned about 3 important systems in the human body. They are the human digestive, circulatory, and respiratory systems, and the way in which they work together. You now have the task to create a working model that manifests that you have gained an understanding of what you have learned in this unit. The hands-on model task uses and brings together science, health, technology, communication, and most importantly, design, as the design process includes testing, evaluating, and refining the model. Now, I will be demonstrating the model for you guys. This is the model that I have made about the respiratory system. The materials used are a cardboard, paper, 2 balloons, and 2 straws. I will show you how it works and how it models inhalation and exhalation from the lungs. During inhalation, the lungs expand, like this. In this phase, oxygen is breathed into the lungs. Then after inhalation comes exhalation. During this phase, the lungs deflate and carbon dioxide is released from the lungs, like this. It is important to recognize that the respiratory system works with the circulatory and digestive systems. The circulatory system transports oxygen to the whole body, and the digestive system provides the body with energy to function properly. Looking at the model, it has been labeled with all the important parts of the respiratory system, including nasal cavity, mouth, trachea, pharynx, larynx, bronchioles, bronchi, alveoli, lungs, and diaphragm. Now that we have demonstrated the model successfully, it is important to know the health and safety measures in the classroom that should be taken into consideration when creating a model. This includes using safe materials to create a model. These safe materials could be cardboard instead of using glass. Following instructions, knowing how to handle materials that could be harmful, for example, scissors, knowing emergency measures for precaution. The 3 body systems that have been studied in the unit plan include the respiratory system, circulatory system, and digestive system. It is very important for students to recognize that these 3 systems work together to keep the human body safe and healthy. The digestive system provides the body with nutrients and energy. The respiratory system provides the body with oxygen, and the circulatory system is like a traveler. It delivers all the energy, nutrients, and oxygen to the body. Relating the model to the rest of the body systems, the respiratory system is vital for supplying the body with oxygen and removing carbon dioxide. The respiratory system takes in oxygen, which is transported to the whole body through the circulatory system. The circulatory system transports carbon dioxide, known as waste, back to the respiratory system for removal. The digestive system takes in nutrients as it breaks down the food we eat, which is also transported to the whole body through the circulatory system to create energy. All 3 systems work together to keep the human body alive and healthy. Outcomes and content. These outcomes and content have been used within the unit plan and when creating the model. So ST3 SCI01 uses evidence to explain how scientific knowledge can be used to develop sustainable practices. This is used under the content to identify the main organs and their functions in the human digestive, respiratory, and circulatory systems and how they work together. Another outcome is ST3DDT01, which uses design processes to create, evaluate, and modify design solutions. During the model process, testing, evaluating, and modifying the model is very important. Another outcome is ST3CWT01, which creates written text to communicate and understand of scientific and technological concepts and processes, which has been mentioned within the unit plan. Prior classroom experiences. The learning process consisted of 8 lessons where students were taught content about the 3 body systems and how they work together through hands-on activities. Lesson 1 focuses on introducing the 3 body systems and mentions briefly that they work together. A sorting activity was mentioned within Lesson 1, which focuses on definitions that are placed under the correct diagrams. ICT skills were also used for research. Lesson 2 focuses on exploring the respiratory system and its key parts, which include the lungs, larynx, trachea, bronchi, diaphragm. A measurement experiment about breathing rate per minute while active and at rest was used within Lesson 2. Data was collected and graphed. Lesson 3 focuses on understanding the digestive system in detail. All organs were labeled on the diagram. Then the problem-solving question, which allowed research and critical thinking for students to occur. What happens if one part of the digestive system doesn't work properly? This question, problem-solving question, resulted in classroom discussions, critical thinking, research, and the activity pair and share. Think, pair, and share. Lesson 4. Investigate the circulatory system in detail, measuring the heart rate when active and resting. It collects data, and then data was collected and placed on a line graph. Lesson 5 focuses on how the 3 systems work together. This included role play of how these systems worked together in the human body. Group work and research using ICT skills was used and presented to the class on how the systems work together. Also, an informative text was written about the 3 systems on Google Docs. Lesson 6 focuses on healthy bodies' relation to real life and an individual's lifestyle. Daily factors on sustainability about individuals' health and sustaining this health through minimizing pollution and smoking. Investigation stations were used to develop knowledge taught in groups and develop knowledge about sustaining a healthy respiratory system. Also, a model was created about homemade air filter. Lesson 7 focuses on design and planning a model. So the model was created about one of the body systems, as shown one of our model, which was the respiratory system. However, other systems can be chosen for Lesson 7. Lesson 8 presents the model, so the model is presented to the class. Classroom implications. Throughout the sequence of lessons, classroom implications include communication, group work, collaboration, active learning, for example, model making. Links to key learning areas. English links include diagram labeling, oral presentation, sorting, creating scientific text, informative text, interacting with peers. Also, the English outcomes EN3 OLC01, EN3 CW201 were used. Creative art links include design, plan, and create a working model. And the outcome CA3 VIS01 was used. The mathematical links include working mathematically, measurement activities, and creating a line graph. Links to technology include research using ICT skills and using a digital tool. Links to cross-curriculum priorities. Sustainability. This was focused on sustainability. Effects of an individual's lifestyle and daily factors on the human body's health. Reducing environmental impacts such as negative impacts on maintaining a healthy body. This includes pollution and smoking. Human health connects to healthy environmental practices such as using air purifiers. This link is relevant to Lesson 6 where a model was made that showcases sustainable respiratory systems and staying healthy. Links are general capabilities, personal and social capability, teamwork, interacting with peers, model building, self-management, and group management. Critical thinking, such as problem solving. Creative thinking, students individually creating a model. ICT, researching about the model systems and how it works together, also using digital tools. Literacy, creating sentences based on factual information about the human body. Oral presentations as well were used. Numeracy, collecting data, graphing, example line graphs. This is the reference list. This is the end. Thank you so much. And always remember, science is cool through handmade activities.